right. Now let's talk about another instance in which someone is trying to target you for free speech, trying to eliminate your right to say what you want because it perhaps offends someone else. It's a woman named Bahar Mustafa, and she's the woman behind the Kill All White Men hashtag, that movement. And she's at it again, but it's not aimed at white men this time, it's aimed at you. She said, and I'm going to censor a little bit her direct comments because I don't want to be too obscene on the air, but she said that you deserve to be raped by hordes of Muslims, slapping and choking you, spitting in your mouth, and other obscene things. Where is the liberal outrage over this? I don't see the left up in arms about this at all, and it's horrendous.
Well, this is typical. The woman who allegedly sent the rape message previously sent out a message saying, kill all white men, as you point out. She denies sending both. But why does this keep happening to her? The hatred and the bloodlust in that message that I received online is in concert, inspired by the Quran's hatred and contempt for unbelievers, and it mandates the violence against them. So she's really adhering to Islamic text.
Now, what would you say if you were sitting directly across from her? What response would you like to make to Bahar Mustafa directly?
Merely that what she should be angry about is the misogyny in the Quran. What she should be railing against is the Islamic texts and teachings that command gender apartheid, creed apartheid, Islamic Jew hatred, and misogyny. If it is indeed her, and she alleges that it's not, but she's really one of millions who express this kind of hatred and incitement to violence.
And it's counterintuitive to what they're calling for anyway. They're calling for people to not be offended. But how is saying these things? Like you said, it's allegedly this woman. It's not definitively her. It was sent from her email account, but we're not sure because she denies it. But regardless, it's counterintuitive to what they're saying directly to you because she claims that she doesn't want you to be saying these things she deems offensive or that other people might deem offensive, yet she comes and says these obscene things. How does that make sense?
Well, I get a lot of that mail. And what's interesting, even when I was excoriated after the free speech event in Garland, understand that my work is dedicated to freedom of speech, freedom of conscience, and equality for all before the law. I condemn violence. I'm working against violence. I'm seeking to educate so that we can somehow turn the tide that because of the Obama administration and his Islamophilic policies are now rampant. We have daily jihadi attacks internationally, and now we're seeing increasingly here in America. And it is because the Obama administration and the media and academia refuses to acknowledge the motive, refuses to discuss the ideology inspiring this abject terror.